shit, guys. I don't know how many of you out there in the YWC actually watch NXT on a regular basis. I've been watching it since it first started, and tonight's episode was simply amazing. Well, at least the mid portion of the show was amazing. And let me just build it up for you. So last week, 3 guys were eliminated. Well, they eliminated Michael Tarver and Daniel Bryan. The WWE suits, guys from WWE headquarters actually, eliminated those 2 guys because they previously stated that they should be eliminated. So they pretty much eliminated themselves. Then they went ahead and still had a pros poll. Ended up eliminating Skip Sheffield. So tonight on NXT, they had all 3 of those guys back on the show to talk about how they felt about being eliminated. So Michael Tarver and Daniel Bryan, who were eliminated by WWE headquarters, were in the ring. Michael Tarver speaks first. He gives his views, his opinions, his thoughts. Then Daniel Bryan starts to talk. And when he grabs the mic, as soon as he starts talking, it felt like wrestling was wrestling again. I mean, I know it was all kayfabe, or at least I'm pretty sure it was. However, the realism that he brought to the promo, I would almost call it a shoot promo, because that's how it felt. It felt very realistic. Anyways, he starts talking about how the show's pretty much, the WWF pretty much picks who they want to win. They mold their own superstars. They don't let superstars be who they are. Him and The Miz start going back and forth. He challenges The Miz to get into the ring to see how tough he is. Matt Striker tries to interrupt him. Daniel Bryan snaps at Striker and he says, "That's one thing I don't miss about NXT, and that's Matt Striker interrupting me when I'm trying to talk." And that's really when it shifted to like overdrive. And then Daniel Bryan shifts his attention over to Michael Cole. And he starts going into Michael Cole about how every week he constantly bashes him about not having a personality, about not having this or that, the it factor. He gets out of the ring, walks over to the announce table, gets in Michael Cole's face, and Michael Cole actually gets up, to confront him. And he's like, "I've got more personality in my finger than you do in your whole being." He goes on to call him a poor man's replacement for JR. I mean, he was ripping Michael Cole limb from limb. Verbally, that is. It was freaking amazing. It was awesome. I mean, I've never been that glued to WWE programming in a long time. And he's basically getting in Michael Cole's face. Michael Cole's backing up. He hits him. I mean, he slaps him upside the head, kicks him. Matt Striker tries to get in the way. I mean, he's calling him out. I mean, it was like, I knew it was kayfabe. I'm pretty sure it's kayfabe. But it seemed so real. I mean, it was just amazing. That's the way that the Attitude Era was, You knew it was a work, but it had that realism in it where sometimes you just didn't know. I mean, like WCW when the Outsiders invaded. I mean, you're like, holy shit, But, wow, I just wanted to share that. I was like, that was awesome. I really didn't understand why in the first place they even brought all the guys that were eliminated last week, because they were eliminated, which just goes to show you that they're still under contract. They're not eliminated. And also, last week, Daniel Bryan had that interview after he got eliminated, and he mentioned his real name, Bryan Danielson, but yet they're still calling him Daniel Bryan on the show this week. So I don't know. Anyways, wow. Daniel Bryan really hasn't shown that much personality the whole time he's been on the show. But God, he opened a whole can of personality tonight. It was amazing. I loved it. You know, it's funny. Michael Cole, he became a heel announcer on this show on NXT. You know, if you guys haven't watched it, you don't know what I'm talking about. But Michael Cole is a heel announcer, which at first I was like, Michael Cole, you know, I'm not a Michael Cole fan because I think he's terrible at doing what he does. But him being a heel kind of grew on me. And now that this has happened on the show, I don't know if they had this planned, you know, all along, but I actually see now why they did what they did, because each week Michael Cole's constantly bashing him, calling him an indie sensation, or just that, you know, that he would never go nowhere. He always wrestles in high school gems, how he's nothing, no talent, no personality, no it factor. I mean, constantly bashing him. And you know, Josh Matthews is the guy that's saying, you know, hey, you know, he is good, you know. But I finally get it now. They were building up to this, or at least I think they were, because I mean, it worked out perfectly. I mean, it was simply amazing. I just can't give it any more praise than I already have. You know, it was great. If you haven't seen it, try to find it some way, shape, or form, because wow, it was only like maybe a 5 to 6 minute segment. But God, it was awesome. And then afterwards, you know, Michael Cole's so furious to go. They come back after break, and he's like, I want to press charges. He should be arrested for the way he's at. I mean, wow. You know, I have to give a little bit of praise to Michael Cole, because, yeah, you know, he's been playing the heel, but he's doing it really well. And wow, it really showed tonight. It was just amazing. I can't wait to see where this is going to go, because obviously they're building for something. What? I'm not sure. I mean, I had no idea this was going to happen tonight on the show. But wow, it came straight out of left field, and I'm glad it did, because it was probably the most entertaining 6 minutes of WWE programming that I've seen in the longest time. And it was on NX motherfucking T! Holy shit, this is Gold Izzy. Peace out.